أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum Jule Namaste Sasrakal to you all. My name is Muhammad Toha. I am from Kargil, Ladakh. So before moving forward, I want to welcome you all to my YouTube channel. So the basic objective of creating this channel is to make videos on Ladakh, keeping in view of the sociological, political and historical events and incidents that had occurred in the past. So as a representation of Ladakh is concerned, so the region Ladakh is described mainly by the outsiders. Though there are many writers from Ladakh, many prominent writers, historians, scholars from Ladakh who has written books on Ladakh, but unfortunately they are not as famous as the foreign writers. So here the foreign writers means the writers who are outside from Ladakh. So many Indian authors also written so many books and articles on Ladakh. So when an outsider tries to represent a foreign place or culture or people, he or she will try to represent according to his culture, according to his education, according to his society and according to his identity. So this creates a further image, an image of Ladakh, on an image of that particular region, which is not exactly the true as it is. So Edward, so here comes the word Orientalism, as we all know, all familiar about the word Orientalism. But if you are new to the word Orientalism, so it is a term coined by Edward Said. Actually, the term was coined earlier than Edward Said, but it was made famous by Edward Said in his book Orientalism, in which he criticizes the West about their views about the representation of the East. So according to Edward Said, the West always tries to represent the East as they pleases. So as the West pleases. So in another words, in another sense, we can say that the West always represents the East as primitive, pagan, savage, uncivilized, and uneducated. So yes, this was their own, for their own vested interest to legitimize the, illegitimate, presence of the West in the colonized countries, likewise in the East and in India before 1947. So the main concern of this channel is to put forward the objective realities before the viewers. So I also urge you to find the truth on your own level. Don't just believe in me, and don't consume all the things that are being serving to you through social media and news channels. So try to find out the truth by yourself. So my appeal to the viewers is that in this period of technology and social media, all are busy with their own things. So people prefer short clips. They want to see the truth and all those things in just within minutes and seconds. So in this era of short clips, one cannot make you understand the history, political and social scenarios within seconds and within minutes. For that it takes times and endurance. So please watch till the end and also find out the facts by yourself. So as far as representation of Ladakh is concerned, one who are new here, so new not here, not about Ladakh, I want to give you a brief introduction of Ladakh. So as far as Ladakh is concerned, so Ladakh is a region situated at the western edge of the Tibetan plateau. It's a mountainous desert located altitudes ranging from 9,000 feet to almost 25,000 feet. So earlier the region was a part of state Jammu and Kashmir. So we all know that from August 5th 2019, the region was declared as a separate union territory without legislation, of course. The region Ladakh is mostly famous for its high mountains, barren lands, Buddhism, monasteries, festivals, and its rich traditions and culture. So, lot of visitors from India and abroad, visit Ladakh in large numbers, and now it's regarded as one of the most visited places in India. So after 1974, the visitors were allowed to enter in the vicinity of Ladakh. So after that, the numbers of visitors are increasing day by day and year by year. So before 1974, the visitors, the outsiders, were not allowed to visit Ladakh due to border conflict between Pakistan and China. So, as far as the demographic structure of Ladakh is concerned, basically Ladakh is, Ladakh has two main districts. One is Leh, another one is Kargil. So, as far as the demographic structure is concerned, so the region Leh, the district Leh, has most numbers of Buddhist people out there, and Kargil consists of Muslim population. So overall, when we see the overall population, the Buddhist community, the Muslim community consists mostly of 46% of the total population of Ladakh, whereas the Buddhist community consists of 39% of the population of Ladakh. So here, comes a very basic question. So though there are, Muslims are more in number in Ladakh, but Ladakh is mainly known for monasteries, lamas, Buddhism and all those things. So this is a concern for both, for all the Kargilis, and for not all the Kargilis, for Ladakhis too. So we have to go back into the history, go back into the past, and see things from there, and see how it was constructed, how the image of Ladakh was constructed. Is there any role of the local people of representing Ladakh, or the main role was the foreign writers and authors who represented Ladakh in their own way. So this will take time, and this is just an introduction part. So I will just give you some introduction, and some more facts about my channel. So what am I going to do in the near future, about this on this channel. So this might basically Ladakh, from times antiquity, the from 14th or 15th century, the outsiders started to visit Ladakh. So apart from that, in 4th or 5th century BC, not BC, 5th century AD, the writers like Okung and so many writers, not writers, they were explorers from China. They visited Ladakh. I forgot the name, but they started to visit Ladakh. But the proper, the way of writing, travel writings and all those things started from 15th to 16th century, when the Christian missionaries, started to visit Ladakh. But it got its peak, the travel writing, the travelers, writers, missionaries, colonizers, and the government officials visited Ladakh frequently in 19th centuries, and from 19th centuries, a large number of books, large number of travel writings are being published by those travel writers. So I will start from 19th century, that how the colonial writers have started to represent Ladakh. So what sort of images they gave to Ladakh. So this is a very interesting part. So according to Debbie Lyall, she says that there are two types of representation. One is colonial representation, and another one is cosmopolitan vision. So colonial vision and cosmopolitan vision, this will I will explain in my next videos, when I take two books of Cole Lambert, of the author Cole Lambert, and Marco Pellis, and see how they represented Ladakh. So they always represented Ladakh in a very orientalized way. So now the monks, the lamas, the monasteries of Ladakh are depicted in a very negative and very grotesque way. The culture of Ladakh, the songs of Ladakh, the dances of Ladakh are represented in a very, very negative manner. They have orientalized in such a way. So we will talk about all the things, and after that there is a very big question about the UT status of Ladakh. So here two groups are separated. One group of Ladakhi people think that granting UT status to Ladakh is good, and granting so one another group thinks that granting UT status to Ladakh is very bad. So was the decision was taken on the very moment by the Indian government, but or there is some sort of historic, or historic what can I say, historic demand of people from 1960s or 1980s. We will come to that topic on in the coming videos. And here also a basic question also arises that if the people of Kargil, most probably if the people of Kargil were not in favor of UT government, so where were they when the decision of the UT was taking place? Not exactly what were they means, not means why they were not present at parliament or all those things. So it takes time. So when these things were rising, these issues were there, so what the people of Kargil were doing, what the people of Leh were doing. So why Ladakh is known for Buddhism, why Ladakh is known for Leh only. So we say that when we say Ladakh, it means Leh. When we say Kargil, it is being regarded as is a place regarded as something outside the territorial jurisdiction of Ladakh. So there are so many questions and so many answers to make and point out. So I will come to all those things one by one in my coming videos. So this might have occurred, or at last this might have occurred with so many students who are reading outside Ladakh, that when we say we are from Ladakh, so people outside usually most of them, exceptions are always there, are very much excited by the word Ladakh. They always they always get excited and say we want to visit Ladakh, we want to see the monasteries, see the lamas, monks, see the barren lands and the high mountains, and more surprisingly, the Indian authors also represented the Ladakh as the colonial writers did in the past. So this is a very most surprising fact that I noticed in the travel writings. And another one is like when we say we are from Kargil, so people do salute us. Oh, Kargil, the patriots. They think that Kargil, they think the Kargili people is the victims of war. So and we the Kargilis especially already know that Kargil is regarded as a war place. Not the Kargili people especially, who all know about Ladakh, already do know that Kargil is regarded as a war place. So in a way that Kargil is subjugated under the war discourse. So many writers have come to Kargil, so many filmmakers, documentarians have come to Kargil, and presented a sort of image of Kargil. So outside the territorial jurisdiction of Ladakh, and represented Kargil is a separate place. So a lot of authors, like I want to cite one author like Romesh Bhattacharjee. He wrote a book named Ladakh Changed Yet Unchanged, and in that particular book he proudly says that he is being visiting Ladakh from the last 20 days, 20 years. And when he describes the geographical map of Ladakh and all those things, he describes only the portion of Leh, and Kargil is regarded as something outside. When these things are read by the layman, or read by the common people, so the perception goes on and on. So in the coming videos we will talk all about the representation of those things, one by one and one by one. And I hope you enjoy the video and hope to see you soon. Thank you.